Thank you for being with us today. We are delighted to share with you our knowledge, our expertise, and our wisdom. We are going to present to you the sensors for capacity for people counting. We will present to you that. They are with me right now, our engineers, our service manager, Jesus Federico Estrada Solis, here at my left. He is a very expert engineer. And then to my right is our engineer, Carlos Rodriguez Perez. He is a Kentix expert. And we are going to present together what we can do for the counting, and we will present to you. So really, we have the first thing that we are going to do is we are able to count people, how many people get into a place. So depending on the place, we will know like how many people there are on a cafeteria, how many people there are on a building, how many people are on a manufacturing firm, how many people are on a meeting room. So on any place, we are able to know how many people there are inside. So we use these sensors, these capacity sensors, these counting people first sensors. So we will know how many people there is within one area, within one space internal. So what we have here is the sensor, the capacity sensor. So I will show you here on the top. Here it is a little box as this one. You can see this one. But you will see here it is like this one. It is very, very small. It is about at most 2.5 inches by 2 inches by 1 inch thick. So really you can see it here. And it is here on the top of the ceiling. It is here. The capacity sensor, it is power up with power over Ethernet through the switch and with Cat6. So we can put it on our local area network. We can put it. So we will see this is the sensor. This sensor, I will put it here on my jacket. So these sensors, there are two kinds of sensors. There's one that it is 90 degrees. So it has an optical lens of 90 degrees. And there's another one that it is 40 degrees. So it depends on the door that we will, or the entrance that we will measure the people that is coming in and going out. So that depends on that. So really here, what we are saying, this one, it is a 90 degrees. So what we have done is, this is 90 degrees. And we have put on the floor the area, you will see here the area that we are covering. So this is, let's say, the entrance to a building, to a manufacturing plant, to a floor, to a locker room, to a bathroom, to a bar, to a restaurant, any area that you want to know how many people there is. So there are many applications to use the people counting or the capacity sensors. One, it is the normal is how many people there are inside a location. Let's say if there's a fire on a manufacturing farm, on a building, how many people there are inside. So they got inside 500 persons. So these 500 persons are inside, so you know how many there are and how many have left. They have left 470. So there are 30, there are still 30 inside the building. So it can be for security reasons that you put it. Now, because of the coronavirus, the COVID-19 sickness, so you need to know how many people there are inside. It used to be, let's say, one location like a cafeteria that was able to accept 100 people, but now, because of coronavirus and 19 there is just possible to have 20. So how many people there are inside? 20. So this one, it is very easy to put. You just put one on each door entrance, coming in or going out. So you put one sensor at each door. Let's say we have a cafeteria with 3 doors. So we want to know how many people there are inside the cafeteria. So we put one at each door, and we will put 3. We network them together with power over Ethernet to the switch, and we will be counting how many people come in and go out. So we know always how many people there is inside. We can put as many sensors, capacity sensors, as we wish, depending on the area that we will cover. On this cafeteria example, we are talking 3 sensors because we have 3 doors, so we will know how that. And it is joined to the, they get together through the switch, through the power over Ethernet. So now we will see here, we have here this video wall. On the video wall, we will show how many people there is. Right now, this one where I am is inside, and then when I go out, I will go out. So right now, here we will show there are 2 out of 3 persons. We program the application that to say that the area must accept at most 3 persons. So right now there are 2 to 3. So I am going to go out. You can see here that there is a signal on the floor coming in and going out. So I will go out. So now it says 1 out of 3. So really inside there, 1 out of 3. I will go on the other area, not to come. So now I am leaving as well. So there are no more people. Inside, there are no people. Excuse me. So now what we will see, it is on the tablet. On the tablet, we can see that the same thing that on the video wall. This tablet is connected to the Wi-Fi, so you can see here it is 0 out of 3. So now I am going to go in. So it is 1, and then so you can see 1, and then I will ask Carlos and myself to come in at the same time. Carlos and myself will come in at the same time. So you can see here it is 3 out of 3. So on 3 out of 3, it means that the 4 it is already full. But you see that we are indicating through the tablet or through the video wall, we are telling them it is already full. I mean, don't get in. So I mean, it is, the indications is 3 out of 3, red, stop, don't get in because we are full. So, but let's say the people doesn't put attention to that, Carlos will come in. The alarm, the sound alarm sounds, and then it tells us we are over exceeded the size, the people that is able to be here, 4 out of 3. So now Carlos will go out. It is still in 3 out of 3. I will go out, and then it will change at 3. So you can see on the tablet that we are doing the same thing. So we can see on the tablet and on the video wall. So we see the tablet, we can put it inside, I mean, outside the door on a location where it is convenient for people to see how many people there is, and then to put that. So we have that, and now what we are going to do, we will show you there another way where we can put it, where we can indicate we can indicate it is through the light. So there are 2 ways that we can show if the people can come in or not to this location. One is the tablet, that through the tablet we are using Wi-Fi. Through the Wi-Fi we go to an access point. Through the access point we go to the switch, and from the switch we go to the capacity sensor. So that's why it is one way to do it. That is through the tablet, and you can see here it is 2-3, and even here you can see over there it is 2 out of 3. So you see here on the tablet it is 2 out of 3 and 2 out of 3. So that's one, and then the other one is the light. On the light is green and red. So right now we have a little bug that we cannot see exactly when we go. We will do just for your example. It should be that when I go in, I will go in. You will see the tablet. The tablet got red, but the light did not go red. It is because we have a little bug. The manufacturer, Kentix, is resolving that problem, but really we have right now that software. Just remember that this technology is the latest one. Kentix is a very good German company, but it is the latest. And the coronavirus has been with us since it was discovered in China in January, December of last year, so 9 months. So the development of the technology to attack the coronavirus, the spread of the COVID-19, we have been on that about 9 months. So there are always bugs. So hopefully you understand that there's always bugs, and of course ourselves, we are committed to test it. Kentix, the manufacturer, is always as well committed to resolve issues. These issues will happen with any technology, but the important thing is that one is that we discover there is an issue, and the second is that we have the confidence and the commitment to resolve whatever issue may be present. So, and we are testing here, so we are not lying to you, saying it works right away, everything. It is not that easy. Our engineers have worked very hard to discover all this. So it should have been that the tablet is red and the light is red. And how does it work, the light? So let me just first explain how the light works. We have an interface, this little black interface that we have here. It is called the Kentix KIO3, the input and output. And then we have a power supply, a 24 volts DC power supply that is powering up the light, and it is making the contact. So this interface, the KIO3, when it sends an alarm. So when we have green, red, it should be red. And I will ask right now Carlos to send a signal from the software to put it red. So now we will see that it is on red. Just wait a minute. Well, a second. It is in red. So now we know exactly that the physical is working perfectly. I will ask Carlos once again, Carlos, put it on red. So we know it is a physical, and it is not a physical problem that we have, but it is a software problem. So we are delighted to know that, because the first thing to resolve any problem is to find out that we have a problem, and the second thing is to resolve it. So Kentix is working very diligent in fixing this problem, and hopefully by next week we will be resolved. So really on this, what we want to show is that we have two ways to show the people the status of the location that we are measuring the capacity. One is to the tablet, and then another one is to the light. So let's say we are already here 3 out of 3. And we want really that not to alarm the people when they want, let's say, people wants to try, I will go in and sounds the alarm and pour out rain. So let's say we don't want that to happen, that people don't follow the rules for whatever reason, they don't follow the rules. So we are 3 out of 3, and at 3 out of 3, really we don't want the people to come in. What do we do? Because, I mean, they don't follow the rules. So what we can do is when it is 3 out of 3, what we will put it is a KIO3, and when on the door we will put an access control door, and then from here it will send a signal when it is red. So right now it will send a signal to the door, to the control access door, and locking the door. So when the people wants to get in, the door is locked. So they cannot get in until, I mean, something happens. But they cannot get in because the door is locked, because the signal, it was sent to the KIO3. The KIO3 is the, I would say, the physical interface, as we are able to light on the red, that same way we are able to lock the door. And when it gets rain, we unlock the door, the control access door. So that way we can control the door, so we do not allow the people to come in, or we allow them, if it is in green, we allow them to come in. If it is not allowed, if it is not green, we don't allow it by locking the door. So really we have the means, the technology means to resolve this issue, depending, of course, on how you want to resolve that. Okay, so really we have already seen the benefits, how we can show the technology, how it will go from the application point of view. Now we will see on the video wall how really the technology works. So you have, it is a thermal image. So really we are going to present here a thermal image. So right now here you see there's nobody on the area. There's nobody in the area. When I go out, you will see here a light. You will see a green shadow. So I will go out, and you see that it is the green shadow. So I got out, and then I will go out, and you see the green shadow. So what it is doing, it is the thermal image. The thermal image is the one that we are controlling. I will ask now to Carlos and to Jesus to come in. So you will see the 2 green shadows. You can see here the 2 green shadows, and it alarmed because we exceeded the threshold that it is 3. We are got right now 4 out of 3. So we go out, please, would you? So you see the green shadows here. So that's how the technology is working. We have the capacity sensor on the top, and the green shadow is showing the people that is passing by. So normally it depends on the area that we want to cover. If it is a small door, we will put the 40 degrees. If it is like this imaginary, it is 2 meters, about 6 feet. So there will be about 2-3 people to come in at the same time. So we are able to have the 90 degrees or the 40 degrees, and depending on the entrance or the entrance of the building, of the office, we can put it on the ceiling, and the higher that it is, the more area that we will cover. So that's what we are able to do with the sensors. on the counting capacity. Now we will see another thing that it is besides counting people what we can do. We will present that on another video, on another webinar. We will show it to you, but we are right now showing you the capacity. So that's one, it is the capacity counting people. Then the second thing that we are able to do is the density, that we can measure how many people there is below the sensors, the capacity sensor. So the sensor is able to count people and to count the density, how many there is people in that space below this space. So, but right now we are showing you the capacity, the counting people. So now, so besides counting people, there are other things that I think they are important for you to know. One, we can measure the room temperature. So right now we are here at 26.5 degrees centigrade. The humidity, the dew point, the air pressure, and the air quality, the carbon dioxide, early fire detection, motion, vibration. So there are other things that we can measure. So let's say now let's say an example that I like very much, it is like a bathroom. On a bathroom, we can have the people counting sensor at the entrance. So we will have the people counting at the entrance, and we will have the tablet or the light to let people know how many people there is in the bathroom. Let's say in the bathroom they can get in 6 persons, just for the sake of the example. So there are 6 persons. So we will put the tablet outside, at the entrance, the sensor, so we will be able to measure how many people there is inside the bathroom, up to 6. And if there are more than 6, it will alarm. So that's one thing. Then the other thing that we can do, that I think it is very important, in the bathroom, there may not be a good air quality. There may be as well as carbon dioxide. So we will measure both the air quality of the bathroom and the carbon dioxide. So if it goes above a threshold, we can put a KIO3 and then indicate to the air conditioner or to the exhaust air system to turn on, so it expels the bad air that it is inside the bathroom. So that is very good. It is said that through the air, the COVID-19 travels. So it is not just the social distancing about 2 meters, but there are very, very, very tiny particles that travel through the air. It's like when you smoke, that 10 meters away you hear the smoke. So through that you can measure the carbon dioxide, the air quality, and turn on the air exhaust system to expel the air and make circulate the air and have much better ventilation on that bathroom. So that's a very good application. Besides keeping on the bathroom, you can, let's say you have a big bathroom, you can put 2 density sensors. It is the same sensor, but in this case, instead of capacity, we will put it as a density. So we have, let's say, 2 density, and in each area, let's say we are able to put, there can be just 3 persons at the same time. 3 persons in one area, 3 persons in the other area. So what we will do is alarm if at any given moment it exceeds up to 4 on one area or up to 4 the other, that from here to here passes, we will make sound the alarm, the sound alarm. So that way we are able to control and much better the use of our bathrooms. So it is not, it is a well-ventilated bathroom. There are enough people there as per the capacity, so our place keeps running. I mean, it is, for me, it is very important that we keep working, and this technology really let you keep working, and that your people feel safe at the locations. Whether you are a restaurant, a bar, an entertainment center, or you an office, a meeting room, a cafeteria, a manufacturing plant, a building, this technology really allows you to resolve these problems. Resolve all these problems. So, anything else that we need to say?
No motion detection.
The motion detection? The separation? Yes, on the density, we are able to say on the density to define how apart they are the people. If they are following the social distances, here you can see the person and spacing, but that is something that we will see on when we put the density video, we will go through that. Here it is, if you can go just how many people it is counting. We are counting 3 just for the sake of this demonstration. We are counting 3. If you go down, we can reset the people, the counter. We can reset the counter, and I think that. So in general, the capacity sensor will allow us to control and to know how many people there is inside. So really, that's for me it is very important, and I hope for you to know how many people there is inside a cafeteria, a building, a manufacturing plant. In case there's a problem, you know how many people there is inside and how many people you need to take out. So you may not know, you will not know with this technology. It is anonymous. You know that how many people got in and how many people got out. So at any given moment, you know how many people there's on an area. Then the second is to fight the coronavirus, the COVID-19. This technology really gives you the density, how many people it is inside, so you avoid getting infected by the COVID-19. So this is how we are able to help. This is Arturo Mendoza. Here was with me Jesus, with me our engineers Carlos, and we are delighted to be here with you, sharing our knowledge, our expertise, our wisdom. We have all this technology that we have already tested, and it is ready to be used by you, and hopefully we are able to help you. Thank you very much for being with us, and we look forward for our next video where we will show you how else we can help you. Thank you very much.